So hello everyone, my name is Julian Bauer. I'm today here to speak to you, and actually I'm the only barrier between you and the break, so I try to make it fast. I'm out of management, so I promise I will present a lot of pictures. I work as KEBA and I'm really happy today to stand here and talk about the company. So make it short, industry expert in automation, 500 million euros turnover. We could increase that, so we are quite happy with that. Founded in '68, still in private ownership, and we are operating on a worldwide level. 2,000 employees, and I'm out of innovation management, and therefore I'm really happy that we have a R&D rate with 17%. That helps a lot. That's KEBA worldwide. So you see Central Europe, and the headquarters is in Linz. So actually it would be 30 minutes of walking from here. But Central Europe, of course, is our main business, but also Asia. We are also doing business in India, Korea, and Japan. And we also have 200 employees in China, and we are really happy with them. Also doing sales in USA. Our business fields are industrial automation, energy automation, and handover automation. That's a little bit abstract, I will explain it. And now also KEBA Digital. So we're talking about three hardware-orientated businesses and one focusing more on digital one. So we started with industrial automation and we are still there. So excellent technique we can offer and also process expertise. And innovation was always in our DNA. So we're offering complete solutions from a single source, optimized industry solutions, and we have long-term customer relations that we're really onto and happy with it. Project-wise, or maybe also the branches and industries we are in, we're talking about robotics, we're talking about blast and cast. And the brain of every blast and cast machine is, of course, the control. So controls and OI, that's very, really strong, combined also to HMI, stationary one, but also mobile one. You see the handheld terminal over there with safety functions, etc. The brain is nothing without the drives and also like with the motors. So that's the portfolio and in different sectors. Yeah. Handover automation, and you see now our portfolio is quite broad. It's all about physical and the digital transfer of goods, and we want to do that safe, reliable, and to help people. We're having about 75,000 in live installations, more than 30 years of experience, especially with ATM machines, and 40 million daily transactions. What is it? It's about ATM machines. We call them cash recyclers. So if you have ever used in Austria an ATM machine where you can also put in some money, then maybe it was a solution from ours. Hand-holder terminals where you can pick up hospital clothes, for example, but also guns and laptops. So sharing economy is here the topic. Also lottery and parcel lockers for DHL and for Österreichische Post. So if you have ever used one of these, that was a KEBA product. So KEBA is somehow around everyday's life. And at the top, you might see him, KEBA, we call him. He's an AI assistant in hardware. Of course, the knowledge and the great value is in software. The youngest business field is energy automation. So we are also in sustainable businesses and industries. We have more than 500,000 charging stations. We are leader, or we right from the start in e-mobility, starting already in 2009 with it. And we develop, and I want to underline that, produce in Austria. So we are proud of that. That are the solutions we can offer. So we're talking about wall boxes, AC and DC charging stations. So the big one is the DC, to blow your car as fast as possible. Heating solutions, we're talking about again about control units and wind energy, so pitch motors, also controls. And KEBA Digital, we started this with merger and acquisition, so we also want to jump into that. We do that, and we are posting it. So digital service and products, many years of experience now in AI, but also data scientists, and also offering digital business models and platform technology. So we are into that. That's our customers, a lot of them. Maybe you know some of them, I'm pretty sure you do. And which is really, because I said at the beginning, bottom of the heart is innovation. That's my topic. So when market meets technology, that's exactly where I really like to talk about it. And we at KEBA are having a strong force on open innovation. So what does it mean? Integrating external partners. So if you're just focusing on internal processes, then you talk about closed innovation, but we are open that up. And we like to cooperate with universities like the ITU, research institutes, startups, and other companies. And with the aim to get prototypes done and to get early feedback on it and also be more secure in the market. So in the team, in the department of 10 people, we are integrating about almost 80 experts out of different fields. Sometimes it's more technology, sometimes it's more research, and having about 20 projects, focusing on radical innovations. Radical innovations means that we have longer development times, so 3 to 5 years maybe. And we share that in our InnoSpace. We opened it in 2023, had right now almost 5,000 invited guests in there, and with the overall aim to get feedback on our prototype. So that's just to get a glimpse of it. At the table in the front, you can make the configuration of the room and select technologies or future fields. And then the whole room is configured, and then we go with our customers or experts or maybe also students and discuss the different stations of the prototypes. Yeah, and here's also the keyboard you can see, and also the voice interface. I want to talk later on a little bit about that, because that actually I want to bridge that to that today. We had also doing a lot of innovation works internally. We had the Innovation Day 2025 in May, and ITU also supported us. We were really happy with it. So it was about 300 internal colleagues bringing from the outside in, 3 keynote speakers, the ITU, and 5 startups to boost the innovation and the mindset. It was a great success for us. It was the whole day long, and also paired with a lot of workshops to get most innovative ideas again on the track. I talked before about students, about the culture of learning. So we believe that students are like the future for our company for maybe 2 reasons. The one is that you will be our future customers. So you can have the superpower to think future in a different way, and you're not stuck to our business. You have an external view for us, and maybe you're also in similar times employees from KEBA. So that's the reason why we're doing a lot of student projects. I think more than 10 just in my department, and offering a lot of thesis. So made great experience. And I brought also a project from the students that actually was an industrial design student, and I bring now more a little bit the hardware side of it in there. We were talking about and thinking about voice interaction for industry. And we started like every research process with, okay, what's out in the market? What is, especially consumer goods are always first and before it comes to industry. So we just looked what are the series, what are the Alexas out there, but also started a creative process, what was in movies. And we're talking about sci-fi movies. Maybe you know Space Odyssey is already a very old movie, or if you know the Car Kid. But we were just looking at it, okay, is it possible to interact with an AI? Then normally you're coming up with a mood board. So how could it look? How could it feel? Which materials you're using for it? And then, of course, talking about designing and industrial designers, a lot of sketches. And we made even more sketches, and now also like with CAD, just to find the form, to get really the right shape. And you see it now at the right bottom. How could it like possible? So the hardware is the one thing. When you're talking about user experience, and the speaker before has talked also about it, then you have to think it more in a holistic way. Or you have the hardware, you have the software, but you also have like the interaction design, about the lights, about the whole animation of it, using different patterns. We put a lot of work into that to get it really sure and to understandable the product. And also showing different modi, for example, in listening, internal operation, speak, external operation, for example, to move the robot, if there's a problem or if it's just standby. In the center, we have used small LED matrix just to can use some icons to get it more clear and explicit what it is about, the whole interaction. And at the end, we really think about using it in industrial field, of course. Also for service terminals, but also in industry, we believe in that. And maybe that's the reason why KEBA is today here. And can you stand up? Two colleagues are here. And maybe they are the technical experts, Christoph and Markus. Maybe you can talk to them in the break about it. If you want to exchange some thoughts, I would be really happy to. I'm also here. So please free to ask. Yeah, that was the student, Martin. So he did it, and yeah, that was also now my presentation. So many thanks for having me, and yeah, thank you.